Well, that didn't sound good. And there she goes. You're taking on a good chunk of water. Well, that's it. We're going down. It's going to be a bit of a swim. Hopefully the sharks don't get us. I don't know what's happening to me in the mast right now, but can't be good. Davy Jones, we're coming. Congratulations, you've made it into Sea of Thieves. Now that you're here, the real question becomes, what do I do with myself? Well, that's where I'm here to give you guys a hand. So, first things first, Sea of Thieves, you're going to spawn in the tavern. And that's this place. You can tell by the lovely music, and the lady that's ultimately always willing to refill your tankard for little to no gold.
See you later for the tasting session.
So, as you come out, every place is a little bit different, but each bar has a unique name. Of course, this one is the Broken Tusk. We're at Galleon's Grave Outpost. I know that because of the giant galleon that's up on the rock, and I've been playing for a little bit. But anyways, you're going to come out, and you're immediately going to be pretty much in city center. Your ship will be in the harbor, and there will be several outposts spaced around for you to explore. First thing that you're going to want to take note of are the 3 different factions. There are these guys. These are the Gold Hoarders. They will give you Gold Hoarder quests that you can browse, and it'll help you level up as you proceed along your merry little way in becoming a legendary pirate. After so many quests and leveling up through here, you can actually start to pay gold to get quests, which is great, because they're better quests, and they'll actually give you better riches for it.
Away with you.
So, Gold Hoarders, they're always in a tent, kind of like this. It's not going to look identical to this, but, I mean, you can pretty easily identify him by the clang of coins, and that's his little banner that usually flies outside his place. Next is the, wow, you know, I have forgotten what these guys are called. Order of the Lost Souls, I believe? Oh yeah, the Order of Souls. How'd I forget that? I was pretty close. And similar thing, these guys are, you know, quest givers, and you can purchase pirate captain missions. And basically what you have to go do is you go and you raid, and you blow up some pirates and some skellies and have things and fun like that. If you're really good, you stage your ship up and then you use your cannons off your ship. Makes it super simple. That's their flag, and they're always really notable because they've got this purple awning that comes out. The last one is always really easy to find as well, and that's the Merchant Guild. And they are always located out on the docks. I have yet to find an instance where they are not located on the docks. Same deal. They give you different quests, different things you can do, and as you can see, I haven't leveled these up, so all these quests actually cost 0 money. And that's very nice, especially in the very beginning, because you won't have any money. So by getting these basic quests, you can go forward and start to earn some gold. Become a pirate. Now, that being said, let's actually get to the basics of how you're supposed to be a pirate. You're going to have 2 menus. You're going to have one that's blank. This will actually fill up with maps as you get quests and go about doing those. And then you'll have one that actually has a bunch of equipment. Now, there is a known bug right now where sometimes all you'll wind up with is bananas, cannonballs, and planks. And all of these pieces right here, they'll disappear. Unfortunately, the only way to fix it as of right now is just restart your game. It's not a permanent thing, but, you know, come back, sell any of your treasure or your goodies, and go from there. Now, compass obviously will provide headings for you. Pretty simple. The bucket, super useful tool. I don't know if there's a quick key for it on the Xbox or not, but I know on PC, if you just hit B, it'll pull up your bucket as well. Give me one quick sec here. That is not a galleon, that is a skull fort. By the way, that will happen a lot. You will see something that looks like a galleon in the distance, and it is a skull fort. Yeah. But while I'm here, this is the telescope. Obviously, it helps magnify and increase your view distance. And the higher up you are, take for example in a crow nest, the easier it is to sort of spot things on the horizon. Maybe I'll go up there and I'll actually show you guys that. Kinda. You know what? Let's do it. We're on Galleon's Grave. I mean, we might as well. Galleon's Grave is awesome for that. While we're taking this merry journey, lantern provides light. You can put the light out, you can turn the light on, and you can hold the light up higher to activate certain quests and things like that. You hold the lamp up for specter skeletons and it makes them vulnerable, so just be aware of it. Other items in our inventory are including shovel. This is how you dig up treasure, or you burrow holes through enemy ships. No, it does not work. And then telescope. Now that we are on top of Galleon's Grave, you can see the open ocean. Right now, there's not much out there. Although, there you go. Hey, there's an enemy galley. And unfortunately, that guy is running all of his lights active. I don't know why people do that. It really makes ships easy to spot on the horizon. And actually, that's one of our top tips would be to shut your lights off. Makes a world of difference when it comes to getting spotted. I'm dead. Oh my god, I survived! How did I do that? Hell yes. Okay, now I'm gonna die. Going off the remaining edge here. But I'm so injured, my character is walking with a limp. So, this means I need to find bananas. Bananas are basically your med packs. Your health. Cannonballs. We'll take those for now. Cannonballs. Okay. Cannonballs in the bar. That makes sense. There we go. Bananas. And why you eat the banana stem first, peel intact? Totally beyond me. But you do. And as you can see, health comes back. Nice and simple. Now your basic gear every time you get is a sword, of which you can slash with. You can also do a power thrust, which works good for carrying you forward into the water. As you can see, I just sort of power thrusted off that entire dock and went from there. Now, something else you can do with the sword in sword fights. If you hold the other trigger, you can actually block. And upon 3 successful blocks, both your characters will actually jump backwards and create a little bit of distance. Then second weapon, mine is defaulting to a blunderbuss. I think, though, it actually defaults to a pistol. Not positive on this. So, anyways, now we are ready to set sail. And this is our ship. It's a tiny little thing. It's just a sloop. Nothing to it. If you're soloing or with one partner, this will be your craft. Now, when you get up here, you've obviously got your wheel, and you've got a compass right beside the wheel, which is super useful for navigating while you're on the move. You've got your crow's nest, and you've got your sail. Now, you've got some rigging that comes down from the sails, and this right here is used to set your sail length. So you can raise it and lower it and do things of that nature. And these pulleys here are actually used to adjust the trim of your sails. And you always want to try and trim it so that your sail will be perfectly perpendicular to the wind. You've got that little flag that flies on top of your mast. It's a good indicator of which way your wind is actually blowing. So just line your sail up perpendicular to that flag and let fly your sails to get full furled effect. This is your anchor. Obviously, as you can see, our anchor is actually down. You can tell by this central cap. In that cap there, actually, give me one sec here. I'm going to switch to a pistol because probably point a little bit better with a pistol for you guys. Yeah, there's a central cap right there, and that will be up when the anchor is up. Now, the more people you get on an anchor, obviously, up to a maximum of 2 for a sloop and 4 for a galley, the faster the anchor goes up. Oh, That was wrong. Did not mean to shoot. And then, yeah, there you can see, anchor's up. And then just activate it to lower your anchor. When your anchor is lowered, your ship will not move. You cannot turn it. You cannot have it vary via sails. None of that. So, here we go. I'm going to show you. There's an audible sound effect that happens, and you can watch your sails pull taut whenever they catch the wind. So right now, my sails are not in trim with the wind, right? But if I just scoot this a little bit to the left, you're going to hear this, and you're going to see the sails sort of billow out and catch all the wind. Right there. That means you would be moving at your maximum potential speed. So, it's an awesome tip, but always try to keep your sails trimmed up to your wind, because that will keep you moving the best and keep you alive the longest, or chasing people the longest. Totally up to you. Cannons! You get 1 cannon on either side, or 4 cannons on either side for a galley. Cannons are obviously loaded with cannonballs. Also another tip, always load your cannons as they will defaultly not be loaded right out of the gate. Pretty simple. Now, I made mention earlier about that galley being foolish for leaving his lights on, so it would be real foolish of me not to go around and shut all of mine off. Particularly during the night, it makes it super easy to see an enemy ship that's just out there on the horizon. You have your quest table here, and we'll go over this with a galley in a little bit as well. So there's the quest table for the sloop, and here's your map table for the sloop. Now, as you can see, the map is fairly large and covered with lots of little islands. You can zoom in, you can pinpoint around, pretty easy. And it's got a compass rose down here in the bottom right hand. That'll be super useful as you use that for basically charting your courses. Now, cannonball storage are these red barrels. This is where you can store extra cannonballs since your character can only ever hold a maximum of 10. See, the light goes orange anytime you have maximum. So you can hold a maximum of 10 cannonballs, 5 bananas, and 5 planks. Bananas are also obviously used to heal yourself. Cannonballs are used to fire at things, and it's actually kind of fun here. We'll take a gander at this. Splash. Alright, so now that we've done that, we want to reload, obviously. Can't load with the banana. Gotta have the cannonballs in your hands. Boom. There you go. And something that I will show off here real quick with this is you can actually climb into the ends of cannons. Now, if you have a second person, you can actually have them aim you, but if you're just yourself, aim yourself ahead of time, and you can always fire yourself up out of the cannon to actually achieve some distance. And that'll help you with navigating onto islands and things of that nature. It's kind of fun. And it's also a pro boarding tactic. You heard it here first, right? Totally didn't. But you can, if you get really skilled and you have a buddy that can do it, you can literally shoot yourself across the way onto an enemy ship and use it to board them. True pirate fashion. And then take the swashbuckling. Wow. And then take the swash. I can't say that word right now. So we aren't going to even try to say that word anymore. So you have a banana crate. It's got a little food symbol on there. You can store extra bananas on your ship. And then you have a plank crate that has a little repair symbol used to store extra planks. Along with that, each ship will become equipped with an equipment chest. So you can change general equipment that you're carrying. That's just kind of the fancy stuff. You also have a vanity chest to change the look of your pirate. And your clothing chest to also change the look of your pirate. One thing I did forget to mention is in this menu, there's actually a couple more options. And that will include your clock, your hurdy-gurdy instrument, your Constantina instrument, and your mug. And the mug, if you drink a lot, you will become drunk, and it does wobble you around and make it incredibly difficult to maneuver. This is your armory. Here is where you go in to swap out all of your gear and weapons. You've got basic flintlock pistol, a blunderbuss, and the Eye of Reach, which is basically a little sniper rifle. The Eye of Reach actually does show off some serious... What? Really need to work on that. I took myself by surprise again. The crosshair is actually where all 3 cracks meet, right in the middle. As you can see by firing it there. We'll take a shot here at the land. Show you guys here. So let's hit that pulley. Nailed it. So it's a little difficult to use, especially on choppy seas to another boat at choppy seas. My preferred setup is actually a blunderbuss and a flintlock. Seems to work the best for me. If you are low on ammo, though, as you will see in the bottom right-hand corner, that is actually your ammo counter. And every time I shoot, the ammo counter goes down. Ammo chest. Simply use it once, and it restocks your ammo completely and fully. Other than that, that's kind of the basic mechanics of the ship. So let's take a look at a quest now. And we have not a good selection of quests. So anyways, I'll burn one of these here just to kind of show you guys what we do. So you would take a quest, you'd put it on the table, and then all members of the crew can literally bring any quest that they want to, and then we vote for that quest. And since I'm solo, bam, voted for that quest. Pressing order from the pitiful Mr. Bradshaw. Now, that menu that was blank before will have all your quest items in it. So, by pulling that out, we can actually read what it is we're supposed to get. Daggertooth Outpost by 10 p.m. on the 30th. We need to bring in 2 red speckled chickens. 2 red speckled chickens actually isn't too bad. But anyways, the way that you can kind of tell what the date and time is by simply using clock. Your clock has the date and the time there. So right now it's the 24th. You have a few days before that would be due. You can also show people time. Kind of fun. Anyways, basics of sailing. Let's get into that now. So, since we have a quest, say that quest needed to send us to, let's say, Tri-Rock Island. So, Tri-Rock Isle. And you can click on the map, and it'll give it a little circle. And then just sort of take a look at this. You use the compass rose. You can tell that Tri-Rock Isle is basically south by southwest of us anyway, of where we are right now, at Galleon's Grave. So, we got to come back up here, and we are going to go ahead and raise our anchor now. Anchor is raised. Once the anchor is raised, we can turn away from the dock a little bit. I don't want to hit the dock. Now, you'll notice too, see how this particular rod on the wheel has gold caps? This is the master rod. So when this is straight up and down in line with the ship in the middle, your wheel is set up and you won't turn. If I turn that off to the left, my ship will slowly turn left, or port, as it would be called in naval terms. Port and starboard. Quick and easy way to remember that is just remember port and left both have 4 letters, while starboard and right do not. So, we want to be sailing with trim sails. We'll just go like that for now. And then once we start to lower our sails down, you'll notice we take away from the dock. Nice and simple. Good and easy. And now, you'll notice if I trim up my sails, which I won't be able to do quite so well, but we got to go south by southwest. I'm using that compass that's down there in the bottom. Oh, there's that galley. See that, guys? Still off in the distance. We turn just right here. Boom. Now we're heading south by southwest. As you can see, the wind is blowing, but it's too far for our sails. And in the sloops, you can actually look over the back and take a look at your map, and it'll chart along a course for you. Nice, easy, simple. And that's all there is to it, folks. That is sailing at its finest. You get a bell. You come up here to the mast. And that's... literally, it's that simple. Not complicated. Not hard. Just a nice, awesome trip. You and your ship among the waves. There's another ship. Yeah, it's another sloop. That could get interesting. Anyways, I think that's going to be Tri-Rock Isle right here. Oh, hey, there you go. By the way, anytime you see a bunch of gulls flying overhead, that thing right below it in the middle there, that is actually a shipwreck. You can dive down into those shipwrecks to get treasure and things of that nature. That galley is kind of moving in. Still running all his lights. That sloop is a lot smarter. It's closed all its lights. And it's actually turning towards us. I have no idea if it intends to be hostile or not. Pretty much always assume everybody is hostile. But yeah, that's sailing. Simple as that. Just remember, set your heading, use your map, always trim your sails, and you can vary your sail length if you feel like you're going too fast. This works really well for coming into docks and things of that nature. As you can see, we'll just begin to slow on down. Losing speed. Didn't load my cannon though. Bad Wally. So there you go. I think right here is Tri-Rock Isle. We have sailed right on past Tri-Rock Isle. We're on Shiver Retreat, so Tri-Rock Isle was actually that guy right back there. Once again, you know, use your map. Ooh, shallows. Maybe. Okay. So I'm going to show you guys one more thing before we go here. And that's going to be how to fix your ship. Say you're sailing along and either someone shoots you with a cannonball, or you accidentally run yourself aground, or one of any number of things that could possibly happen. You get struck by lightning in a storm, or craziness like that, right? What happens if your ship starts taking on water? Well, obviously you need to fix your ship, because if you don't fix your ship, you're going to sink. If you sink, all your treasure that you had on board and every other great goodie that you had is now gone, and well, your whole trip was for naught. So, we're just going to come in here, impact the beach real quick, act like, hey, we goofed up. Ah, I hear the water rushing. So, sound of water rushing means, congratulations, you have a hole. In your hole. Look down below. Oh, I've got water coming in. So, you need a plank. And then you just walk up, and it'll literally give you the cue to repair. You just hold that down. And boom, you've repaired. But now you've got some water in your hole. And after you fill up so much with water, you will scuttle. So bring out your bucket and just bail out your water. Simple as that. And just like that, we're as good as new. Or as close as we're going to get. So, anyways, I hope that gives you guys a decent idea and understanding on how to sail, what you should be doing, and things of that nature. I know this game, you know, it doesn't have a tutorial and it can be a little challenging at times. But just keep at it. And remember, do your quests. Just read your missions. Follow through with them and go back and turn in stuff and you'll get gold. Nice and simple. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please feel free to leave them in the comments down below. We are always open to hearing new ideas and possible video thoughts on what you guys would like to see. I toggled around with my zoom and my gunfire lately. I think I'm going to have to go back to the way that I had it because I keep accidentally setting off my pistol. And that's not a good thing. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. Have fun out on the high seas and, you know, from all of us here at the Misadventures. We'll see you guys after a while.